Welcome to another edition of Drive Time. Rob Weingart and Jenna Lane, your hosts for Sports Talk Florida Live on AM 1040 The Team, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Now, when he met with the press last week, Buccaneers head coach Lovie Smith said, "This is when good teams elevate themselves." Well, that certainly didn't happen in Raymond James Stadium on Sunday.
I can't even count the number of times I saw balls just slipping right through receivers and running backs' hands. I know Mike Evans had 19 targets yesterday, only mustered 8 catches. On paper, 154 yards, it looks like it might have been a good day for him. But no, in key situations, third down, situations where you really needed to try and come up with a touchdown versus a field goal, they weren't able to do it there. And it was against a defense that has struggled mightily. Very disappointing performance for the Bucs yesterday.
A lot of opportunities for the Buccaneers on offense. They worked their way into the Giant red zone a number of times, but really were relying on Connor Barth. 4 field goals, only 1 touchdown in their 18 points.
And he did have 1 miss too, but I'm not going to pin that all on him because as far as I'm concerned, they really needed to convert. 3 times they were inside the Giants' 10-yard line, and they had to settle for field goals. That's unacceptable to me. They really need to be able to capitalize that. I know that they're down. They don't have Louis Murphy. They don't have Vincent Jackson. Those are his top 2 receivers, and you can see right now Mike Evans is having a lot of struggles. Maybe it's a little bit of a sophomore slump. Maybe it's the fact that teams are isolating him. They know that there's really no other receiving threat besides him, and so they're being able to put their best guy or 2 guys on him. And because of that, you're just seeing him struggle so much, and this offense just can't get going without that.
Offense couldn't get the running game together. Defensively, they're doing a bit better at keeping the other team out of the end zone, but still giving up lots of yards, still letting the other team maintain possession and not getting the stops when they need them.
The one positive I would say, those 2 takeaways, Sterling Moore and Alteron Werner. Interestingly enough, though, both those guys not starters. Remember, Werner had as much documented benching in favor of Mike Jenkins. They know they went with Jonathan Banks as well, and he was benched this game too. So Tim Jennings, they have tried so many different combinations just to try and find the right group of secondary players. But I got to give a lot of credit to those 2 guys because they made some opportune plays. They just really couldn't capitalize on it.
Now, we are standing in front of Raymond James Stadium. Well, actually, we're standing in front of a green screen. I'm assuming we're standing in front of Raymond James Stadium. If our staff isn't paying attention, we might be standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. I have no idea.
Vacation, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but bottom line, back here in Raymond James Stadium, this is supposed to be a home field advantage. The Buccaneers have won once in this stadium during the Lovie Smith era, and if you watch the game on TV, boy, there were an awful lot of Giant fans in the crowd, and we expect the same when Dallas comes in on Sunday.
I saw an Odell Beckham Jr. jersey and many of those with that, but it was coupled with a Tiki Barber jersey, which I thought was probably the most interesting tandem of Giants jerseys. But yeah, they just a sea of blue sprinkled throughout the stadium. But I gotta say, I can't really criticize fans for not showing up because of how poorly the team is performing. And, at times they'll show some good football. I know that they're coming off a big win, but you've got to be consistent. And until this team gets consistent, I can't fault fans for staying home.
Well, Jameis Winston is definitely something to cheer about, and the Buccaneers desperately need that home field advantage that is supposed to give you 3 points in the National Football League.